And I thought he did that tonight.
Before the game on like the in-house preview, they were talking about how Jason Tatum's lowest career points per game average is against the Raptors at around like 18 or so. He had 19 tonight, which is still enough, obviously, to get the win. But is there something about this team, this matchup, that maybe puts somewhat of a ceiling on his performance?
I think anytime he caught the ball for the most of the half, they doubled him. So it's hard to score if they're doubling you every time. I thought he did a good job of picking and choosing his spots, being patient, knowing when he can attack, knowing when he can bait the double. And I think that's the growth that he's shown as a player, especially this year as teams start to guard him differently because of our team. But I know tonight, every time he caught it, there was two guys on him. And he did a good job of just balancing his facilitating and his attacking.
Compared to last season, in what aspects do you think that you are better as a coach compared to your rookie season?
I think just natural experience. I've said before, like, if I keep doing this, I hope to be better than the previous year all the time. I think that's the most important thing. And so I think it's just experience. You're able to take the data from last year, and that helps decision-making because you have a platform to kind of see what a decision looks like. And so, just continuing to grow and gaining as much experience as possible. I would say, the phrase you always talk about when you get into a leadership role is like, this is what we do here, and that's what we're developing. Like, you have an identity, like, this is who we are, this is what we do. And it takes time to build that. And so just continuing to build those staples toward that.
I see rotations were a little bit flipped with Jalen out, which I think Derek kind of managed the second unit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we usually do that, like take him out at like 6 or 5 if one of those two guys are out, and he starts the second and the fourth and plays the second and the fourth. And he's gotten into that rhythm of handling and pick and roll. And tonight presented some challenges because of their switching. And I thought our guys did a good job, especially in that third quarter, of playing versus their switching and getting some good baskets on that. We went on that run that got it to 94-80 when that unit of, I think it was Peyton, Sam, Derek, Al, and Luke. And those guys, that unit did a great job versus their second unit switching.
Coach, so you've seen this team 4 times now, but this is the first time you've had a look at this Raptors team since the trade. What do you make of the sort of new look of this Raptors lineup from an opponent's perspective?
For example, I think they're shooting the ball better. Their spacing's different because of the personnel that they have, and it's weird. They're a very physical defensive team. They take up space. They force you to fight for space. They're active in their hands. And, with their switching, they really slow the game down and make you have to work for baskets. And they put a ton of pressure on the rim.
Brought by Derek Schick. How affirming is it that when you have this game where you're missing one of the Jays and he can step up and run the second unit with all bench guys, and then those misses he had before that last shot, do you just like seeing in the big moments like he's actually hunting his shot?
Absolutely. I mean, we called a timeout when they went on a run, and I think I don't know if we ran it for him, but he was involved in it. And so his confidence and his aggressiveness is super important. I think, what was the word you used at the beginning?
Can't remember.
Affirming? I mean, I don't know if the correlation to, like, one of the Jays is out, so it's Derek's turn. I think this year we've shown that, like, regardless of who's out, there's an affirmation that, like, everyone is going to step up, right? And so it's been Derek, it's been Drew, it's been Al, it's been Luke, Peyton, Sam, O'Shea, Lamar, Sweet, like the whole team. So I think the affirming thing is, like, we don't skip a beat as far as what the intentionality and the execution of our process is, regardless of who's in. I think that's the most important thing.
Thank you.
Thanks.